the funky beat. Sun is shining, Rachel brings the heat. Wake up CEO, we're on repeat. Chicago, Sun Up City on the go. Rachel L. Gary on the radio. Tune in quick, hear the power flow. Wake up CEO, it's your daily show. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. From the Windy City, bringing major vibes. Rachel on the mic, keeping lives revived. Radio Chicago, where dreams arise. Wake up CEO to the skies. No more snooze button, no more delay. Rachel's voice making waves today. Feel the energy Chicago way. Wake up CEO, rise and sway. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Hey, Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill.
This is Dr. Carolyn Stevens, the CEO of the BHC Media Group. And when you are looking for a strategy for self-leadership, get aligned with Wake Up CEO with host Rachel L. Gary every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
You know what time it is? Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary in the building. Wake up, CEO, let's go! Wake up, go Sam, set that tone. Wake up, every step you take, you claim that throne. Wake up, no more doubt, no time to stall. Wake up, boss up now, go get it all. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, I ain't waiting, now I go and take it. Built this from the ground, no way they break it. Consistency, my secret, watch me make it. Got that boss talk, now I ain't faking no. Lost, set the goal, now I'm grabbing the goal. And put in the work, now I'm taking control. The vision so clear, yeah, I already know. Every step I take, I'm ready to blow. Wake up, set that tone. Every step you take, you claim that throne. No more doubt, no time to stall. You boss up now, go get it all. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. No handouts, yeah, I made my way. Built my brand, now I paved my lane. I turn my losses into lessons. Now my grind got no recession. Yeah, they talk about chance, but I make my own. Yeah, I ain't waiting for fate, got a future to own. Yeah, every setback, just part of the game, game. But now I'm up and they know my name. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up. Success so sexy, put the work in flexi. Late nights, no rest, but now my vision's hefty. They doubted, they laughed, now they watch from the back. Cause I turned every dream into bricks that stack. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, go get it all. Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary taking you to the top.
hey there, CEOs. I am Rachel L. Gary, and this is your power-packed wake-up call to step into your full potential. My mission is simple, CEOs, to speak candid truth to empower your inner CEO. That person that is clear in your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction. Man, and ready to be the CEO of your life. And today, we're talking about how to rebuild self-trust after you've broken promises to yourself. Oh yeah, we about to dive into that, because this is not about shame. This is not about blame. This is not about beating yourself up. This is about rebuilding integrity within you. This is about strengthening that eye muscle, not that eye, guys, but that eye of integrity, that muscle that gets weakened every time you cannot own up to the words for yourself. Ooh, y'all, we're going to get locked in and get in sync. So stay locked in for the Author's Corner today, that is brought to you by Distinguished Authors Guild, where your literary excellence is celebrated. Currently, they are taking applications for new individuals who are looking to put their award-winning book, their book to be nominated for the Distinguished Author Guild's awards. You can go to distinguishedauthors.guild.com, and that is distinguishedauthors.guild.com, or follow them on Facebook at Distinguished Authors Guild. Get locked in. I am an award-winning author myself, as well as I am an ambassador for the Distinguished Authors Guild, a proud ambassador at that. I get the privilege every year to help authors get their books into the world, give encouraging words, and this year I get the pleasure of working with the ambassadors. All of those ambassadors will go through a 4-week program that we will be working together on growth and development. Guys, at the end of the day, how do we show up? We show up prepared. That's what we do. So I wanted to say this, guys, at the end of the day, what are we doing out here? Let's just dive into what is we got going on out here. And you know, on Wake Up CEO, we don't hold any punches. We dive right in. And the power statement of the day is, I am rebuilding trust with myself, one kept promise at a time. Ooh. So for people who are joining the lives either on Facebook or LinkedIn, or YouTube, the question of the day is trust given or is it earned? You two guys on TikTok, is trust given or is it earned? That's the question of the day. So as you come in, y'all go ahead and get locked into that. But we're going to go ahead and get right into getting clear about how to rebuild self-trust after you've broken promises to yourself. Man, it's deep, because we're expecting ourselves to show up for our next amount of growth. We're expecting ourselves to accomplish some goals that we will believe to be impossible. However, we've lied to ourselves so often that we don't even trust ourselves anymore. So this show is about rebuilding that trust in you, so you can get out here and get to what you want to get done. Get to those goals that you set. Get to those plans that you're making, and get to that ultimate road of freedom. Man, whoo. Freedom. Yeah. Hey, that's my new book that's coming out. Y'all get locked in with it. It comes out Juneteenth. It's called Freedom Has GPS. Set your destination to success. I have a powerhouse team that is working behind me. That is Highly Productive Chicago with Sharice Sloan. I have Amina Salah Baker with Ms. Mina Media, who's working with me. I have BHC Media Publishing Group, Dr. Carolyn Stevens. Those are people who are on my team that are helping me build and grow and set this vision of getting 10,000 books in the hands of individuals who are looking for freedom today and are ready to put into action to get there, ready to set up new mindsets, get new habits, grow into whom they are meant and destined to be. Guys, I mean, this is going to be a heck of a run, and all of your help is definitely appreciated. all of your well wishes, everyone who is looking to get a copy. Pre-orders are now open. And with pre-orders, I'm talking about the pre-orders. Pre-orders are now open. You can go to www.sayiampossible.com. That's one more time. That is www.sayiampossible.com. And when you go there, you go ahead and get the pre-order. And with that pre-order, let me give y'all some little insight of what you get. We have an album, a whole album full of it's not only inspirational music. We're talking about motivational music that reminds you of who you are and who you stepping into. We got some rap, we got some R&B, and we got E. Jilla Beats, who is a special guest, who produced one of those songs, guys. Then you get chapter 1 ahead of time. You get to see it well before the book even comes out. There'll be a lot of perks along the way for people who pre-order, so get locked in today. So go ahead at www.sayiampossible.com. One more time, that is www.sayiampossible.com. To get locked into Freedom Has GPS. That's the third book in the Epic Collection. Man, whew. That's a moment of me being very humble. This is the third book in that collection. When I first set out to this, I was still writing Forged in Fire. Guys, sometimes you have to take all that in. Take all of the accomplishments, all of when you set goals and you hit benchmarks, even when you fall off and you're no longer aligned with your vision. You have to take those moments so you can get back aligned with who you are, who you intend to be, and step back into that person. I had some weeks of falling off, guys. I had a couple of months I fell off, but Rachel L. Gary is back in the building 100%. And now we're going to talk about how to rebuild self-trust after you've broken promises to yourself. And first off, we're going to get clear. You know what we do on Wake Up CEO? We get locked in. First, to get clear, why self-trust gets broken. Let's talk about it. Before you rebuild self-trust, you've got to be honest about how it was broken in the first place. Because self-trust usually doesn't break in one big moment. It breaks in those small incremental times when you say you're going to do something, you don't do it. When you say you're going to take out the garbage, but you don't do it. You say you're going to take the kids to the store, but you don't. When you say that you're going to write a list or do a to-do list, but you don't do anything on the to-do list. It's those small incremental things. All right, before we get all locked in, we got people who are checking in the chats. God, thank you guys. So in the chats, Shahari, how are you feeling today? I'm doing very well and blessed. I appreciate you for jumping in. He said, yes, great. He said, now I have a small question. Ask your question. We're right here for those questions. And I want to thank everyone who's jumping in. Rayford, thank you for jumping in. David, thank you for jumping in. Denise, thank you for jumping in. Leslie, thank you for jumping in. Martha, thank you for jumping in. Robert, thank you for jumping in. Guys, at the end of the day, this is what it's about. I have candid conversations with CEOs just like you, and let's get into. So like we're talking about, before you can build trust, the self-trust usually, as we said, it doesn't break in one time. It's breaking over time. And if it's breaking in small moments, you have to repair it in small moments. So sometimes you're saying, I'm gonna wake up early, and then you hit the snooze button. You say you're gonna post, you're gonna post, and then you take yourself out of it. Or you'll say, I'm gonna apply, I'm gonna call, I'm gonna write, I'm gonna finish, I'm gonna start, I'm gonna follow through, and then you delay again. And after a while, you stop believing your own instructions. So we gotta get those instructions back, where you are back to building that consistency and committed to your success, so you can build up your confidence. Because if you're not confident in you saying yes and you doing the right things, no matter what goals you put in before you, you're going to constantly let yourself down. So we got to build that trust back up. And we're going to do those things the same way we degraded that trust. It's the same way we rebuild that trust. So let's get that question of the day. For people who are jumping in on Facebook or in LinkedIn or YouTube? Question of the day, is trust given or is it earned? I want y'all to jump in and let me know. Do you give trust to somebody or is it earned? So check in, let me know. I'm keeping that question up there for you guys. TikTok, is trust given or is it earned? Let me know. Drop that in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you, Monica. I want to hear from you, Jericho. Yeah, I want to hear what you guys think. Is it earned? So I want to know what you guys think. Do you earn trust or do you just give it to people? Because that plays a big factor in what you do for yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in that. So it goes this way. When you have broken promises, it creates internal doubt. And that internal doubt is the same thing that you're using when you say that you're going to do something significant in your life. So what we have to do is we have to say, instead of saying you would do something, your spirit starts questioning your leadership. It questions whether you are going to stand up through a challenge. Because excuses may protect your feelings, but they weaken your identity. So when you give yourself an excuse why you could not do something that you said you were going to do, it weakens people's trust in you. So let's reset how to get back to that. So if you're having problems with your confidence, and this is not confident in, are you dressing nice? Are you looking good? But are you confident that if you put a goal on your goal journal, that you're going to make that goal happen? How confident are you in it? I'll use myself, for instance. I always use myself as a test dummy for you guys. I set a goal 3 years ago to write these 3 books. I set a goal that each year I was going to do more, meet new people, and grow my brand every year with those books. I am an introvert by nature. I want to start by saying that. I am a natural introvert. And the word I'm going to say was a natural introvert. Because what I've learned to do is to step out of my comfort zone because I had to tell the truth to me. Truthfully, I could not promote if I was not willing to talk. Truthfully, I had to ask myself the questions, do I really want those things? Or am I just saying it because it feels good to say? And when you're stepping into being the greatest version of you, you got to believe what you're saying. So we got, hello, CEOs, you earn it. Come on now, Sharice. Sharice, if you guys are not locked in with Sharice Sloan, she is the CEO of Highly Productive Chicago, a promotion company that she does not just promote in Chicago, she just out of Chicago. She promotes books, businesses, as well as artists through a plethora of social media barrage of messaging across all social media platforms. She makes sure she amplifies your voice, amplifies your brand, and sets your vision to the trajectory of growth. Get locked in with Highly Productive Chicago on social media. You can go to highlyproductivechicago.com and get locked in with Sharice Sloan. As I said, she does promotion, and she is also the official promoter for Freedom Has GPS. Set your destination to success. So I would say this at the end of the day, guys. Since trust is earned, because we got a couple of earned it. So we got people out there. So Carl, we say we do what you say, Carl. Paula, what you say? Jericho, what you say? So I want you guys to do me a favor. If it's earned, don't you believe that you have to earn your trust in you? Come on, I want everyone to go clap that up, Because we got to speak honestly and transparently to ourselves. So transparently to ourselves, honestly, we have to step into being big on growing our integrity. So this is how I have a 7 days challenge. It's called Being Consistent Plus Committed to Build Your Integrity. I'm going to give you guys the gist of it. I'm not going to send you to my website to go look for it. This is what you do. Take a small task for 7. You're going to put the task down on a sheet of paper. It doesn't matter where you're putting it. And you're going to look at the task that you put down early in the morning. You're going to give it a date and a time. So every day you're going to commit yourself to one thing. You might have multiple commitments within your day, but this one thing is what you're going to commit to every single day. You're going to commit to one thing. At the end of the day, make sure it's complete. By the time in which you set at the beginning of your day. No excuses. No life got in the way. Just do it. Do it every day for 7 days. Week 2, pick 2 goals. Small. I'm going to take out the trash. I'm going to wash the dishes. I'm going to walk the dog. I'm going to clean out the closet. I'm going to wash the car. Whatever, something very small but minute, but that's something that you need to get done. We're not going to give ourselves frivolous tasks. We're going to give ourselves tasks in our everyday life that need to be taken care of. So those tasks that we need to take care of, we will 1 task week 1, 2 tasks week 2. And these 2 tasks, those 2 tasks that we're talking about, you're going to give yourself a specific time on each day that you're going to complete the task. By the end of the night, your task should be complete. This is all about building trust in you. Why 7 days, you might ask? I appreciate you guys for asking. The 7 days is because you are rebuilding an integrity muscle within you. This isn't about anyone else. So don't promise your kids you're going to do something. Promise you're telling yourself that I'm going to do 1 task week 1, 2 tasks week 2. Week 3, 2 more tasks. Not 3. We're not going to go 3. Week 3, 2 tasks. Even if they're the same task, if you say that I'm going to take a shower at 8 a.m., if nothing that's already in your routine, this is something that you have not been doing. So shower might not be the best thing. But let's say that you say you're going to meditate. You're going to write down your goal every day. That counts as 1. If you say I'm going to write down my goal at 7 a.m. every day, that counts as 1. Every day for 7 days, do it. Celebrate on that 7th day that you completed it every day. Then week 2, 2 things every single day. Because how do you grow and develop and be the best version of you? You grow and develop and being the best version of you by small incremental habits. Because that's how you degraded your trust. You degraded the trust in you small. It was incremental. It wasn't drastic. You didn't tell one lie to yourself where you can't trust you. You told multiple lies to yourself. You're going to lose weight. You're going to run. You're going to stop eating junk. You're going to take out the garbage. You're going to wash the car. You're going to your friend's party. All of those little things degraded your trust. So those same little things we have to do to build your trust. Not trust in anyone else, but trust in you. So we got some things being dropped in the chat. Hold on, got to get to the chat. Don't want the chat to feel that we neglecting y'all. We have, hey there, I am thrilled to announce that Rachel O'Gary, powerful new book, Freedom Has GPS, is ready for pre-order now. Go to the link below from Sharice Sloan to get your copy of Freedom Has GPS with all of the lovely tools that come along with it. Only for pre-order up until June 1st. So the book comes out Juneteenth. You will have your copy at least 7 days before Juneteenth to make sure that you are ready for the freedom train, because we are moving towards success. Freedom is ours. We just got to take it. Let's get to it, CEOs. Then we have tickets are now available for the 312 Awards. Secure your spot at Chicago's biggest celebration of music and culture. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today at 312musicawards.com. That is 312musicawards.com. See yours truly. I am nominated for the Radio Personality of the Year And please go ahead and get your tickets. I would love to meet you in person, sign a copy of my book, and we can have great conversation about how we grow and develop and be the best version of ourselves. So go to 312musicawards.com and get your ticket starting right now. Then we have Hibachi is a new black-owned hibachi restaurant on the south side of Chicago. Let's support Marissa Terry. That is at 522 East 79th Street in Chicago. That is 522 East 79th Street in Chicago. Guys, I went into this spot. You get a extra grande plate for $27. Get locked in. I guarantee you, it will be worth the trip. So if you live on the west side, north side, it's worth the trip. If you're on the south side, you're already close. Get to it. Don't miss it. Then we have season 3 of the CEO Mastermind. Check out the show below now or download the BHC Media app on Roku or Fire TV. She dropped the links below for you guys if you got Apple or Android. That is my TV network, CEO State of Mind. Get locked in with season 3 of the CEO Mastermind. Guys, we be having awesome shows. I got to tell y'all that for the record. If you also are looking to be a host, I am currently taking applications for individuals who have shows or show ideas. I currently have 5 shows that I created when I first started CEO State of Mind. So if you're looking to be a television show host, and you are ready, willing, positive, and bring positive energy, and are looking to help grow and develop, please go ahead and go to admin at jtdkbenterprises.com. That is admin at jtdkbenterprises.com to go ahead and I'm going to drop it in the chat. dkbenterprises.com. All right, that's my email address. Go ahead, email me if you are a personality who is looking to host a new show. I have 5 pilot shows that are currently available that I'm looking for great hosts to interview for. Please go ahead and reach out to me and let me know what you've done in the past, because we're always looking for greatness that lies in you. Let's get locked in. So we have Premier Child Care Centers are hiring, serious inquiries only. Resume credentials, inbox Joy Terry. That is Premier Child Care Centers is hiring. Serious inquiries only. Inbox Joy Terry on Facebook. That is JOITERRY on Facebook. Get locked in. If you guys are looking for a job, she just dropped that information. I don't want to hear, I can't look for a job. I can't find a job. Get locked in today. Go ahead. So we got other people in the chat. Let's go ahead. We got Letitia Hart Marie. Hello there, Letitia. Long time no see. She says, good evening, everyone. I appreciate you for joining us today and checking in. Please go ahead and answer the question of the day. The question of the day is trust given or is it earned? Let me know, Letitia, what your thoughts are there. And then we got Amina, she says, hey, Amina Salat Baker. As I told you, she's the campaign director of Freedom Has GPS, and the name of her business is Ms. Mina Media. She says, let's build, elevate, and create iconic moments. You can give her a call at 773-886-7756. One more time, that's Ms. Mina Media at 773-886-7756. Or you can hit up on an email at msmediamedia@gmail.com. That is Ms. MZMINAH Media, MEDIA @gmail.com. She has a consultation link for you guys if you guys are looking for someone to help you with your business, someone to help you as an artist. She is very knowledgeable in those areas. Get locked in. Then we have Sharice shaking my head. I don't have that info. What info we don't have? Hey, that's the promoter of the year. You got that info. That's my email, regular email address. I just tossed that out there. So at the end of the day, so the promoter said I wasn't doing my job, guys. I said, hey, that's all right. My team calls me out. I like to be accountable to success. Thank you for that. So as we were speaking about, 3 things in 2 weeks to build up your self-trust. If you are struggling with reaching your goals, one of the top things is that you don't believe you when you say you're going to set a goal. You don't believe that you're going to step up and do the work. And if you don't believe you're going to step up and do the work, how do you reach your goals? The first person you got to trust is you. So let's build that trust. So the technique again, write one goal, one small thing for 7 days that you're going to do and execute it at the time you say. Guys, I want you to hear me and hear me good. People who say that I can't do, if I write that down, I might not get to it. That's why you don't trust you. You've given yourself an excuse before you even started the work. You want to be someone that does high production? Do you want to be someone that is making hundreds of thousands of dollars? I want you to know the devil is in the details. I just was having this conversation with a friend. The devil is in the details. Do you want to know how I'm going to talk about myself a little bit, how I was able to have a $100,000 business and work a 9 to 5. And I mean, not a 9 to 5. I was working a 12 to 14 hour shift, unloading trucks by hand. It was my dedication to doing what I said I was going to do. No matter how tired I was, I came home and I worked 2 hours every day on that business, every single day. I don't care what was happening. My determination to be successful outweighed any excuses I would give myself. How committed are you to your success? I'll pause. In my Cat Williams voice, I'll wait on it. But since we're on the radio, we ain't got no time for dead air. I just want you guys to take that moment in. I don't want you to defeat you before you even get started. If you're why defeat you by saying, I don't think I'm going to be able to? You've already told yourself the same instructions you've been giving your brain all along. When you don't do what you say you're going to do, you're a liar. Not a liar to me, you're a liar to you. If you're a liar, you're a liar, period. So if you tell yourself, hey, I'm going, this year, it'll be the year I'm going to sit down and do the work. And by week 2, you ain't done no work, you're a liar. I know it's harsh, CEOs, but remember, I speak candid truth. I called myself a liar for 2 months. I called myself out last Friday. Last Friday, I said, you said you were going to step into doing something for the last 2 months that you did not do. I reset immediately. And I mean, I reset. Because the most important thing to me is to grow and develop the people that surround me. That's the most important thing. People in my circle, people in my mastermind, they must be winning every time. But if I am too busy indulging some things that don't align with my purpose, then I was a liar to me. And let me tell you, I want y'all all to hear me clearly. I don't lie to me. So those days is done. I immediately reset, got right back to work. Right now on my board at home, I have the list of the things I have to get done before the end of the month. My book must be finished by the 7th. Even though my publisher gave me to the 15th, I gave myself to the 7th, which means every day, no matter what, I must write, revise, go through my chapter. I told my team that they would have the website by the 1st. I was sick all weekend. I'm sick right now. This is tea in this cup. I was sick all weekend. I dropped the link to my website on the 1st, as I told them. I didn't let my VA do it. I did it myself because there were certain things I wanted to see, and I didn't want to have to tell him 4 or 5 times or go back and forth. I just wanted to get them done. I spent the whole 2 days making sure that website was where I wanted it to be. Dedication to you. That's when you start taking back your trust. I don't want people outside of myself to trust me more than I trust me. For 2 months, I couldn't be trusted. Today, I can be. I had 5 phone calls to make today. I made all 5 phone calls before noon. While I was driving, I want y'all to know this. I made all my 5 phone calls. I sent 6 emails I was supposed to send to potential clients. These are businesses, organizations that I want to partner with to help grow in their community. Guys, I'm only telling you this because I'm not special. I'm just determined to do something different and be bigger and better than I was yesterday. And bring all of my team, all of the people that work with me along for the ride. And the ride isn't meaning that they're riding the coattails, it's riding with work. There's not one person on my team who ain't working. And if you're not working, I guarantee you this week, you're going to really see the difference. I had the most productive meeting yesterday because the quietest person in the room spoke up. I don't want nobody playing small on the team. I want everyone to feel that we are making things happen. But they let me know I was playing small because that person had been silent for months. So how do you build self-trust? One step, one moment, one day at a time. So we got people in here talking about 100% commitment. Come on, Amina. And she said, reset. Put that hashtag reset. I was 1,000% on reset. Reset mode. I walk every morning. And usually in the morning, I walk and I talk. I just had started that. Previously, I walked and did work. What did I do? Got back to work. Between 7 and 8, I walk every day. So at 7:05, I sent a message to CEO Mastermind Season 3. At 7:20, I sent an email to CEO Mastermind Season 4. At 7:30, I sent an email message to Freedom House GPS team. Guys, are we on business or not? You got to believe you. When my integrity was on the line, guys, I'm going to tell y'all the number one thing for me is my integrity. That's why I'm talking to you guys today, how to rebuild your integrity and rebuild that self-trust. Because you told yourself, someone told themselves this week, you will finally get serious. How many people did so? Someone dropped that in the chat. How many said, this week, I'm going to get serious and take care of my business? Give y'all a couple seconds. Come on now. Monica, let me know. I want y'all to check in with me. Let me know. How many of you guys said this week, finally, I'm going to get serious? Do you know the first word, finally, I'm going to get serious, lets you know that you were not serious before? You just told on yourself to yourself. You can't hide from you no way. But instead of saying finally get serious, we got to change our verbiage. This week, I'm committed. Period. Not I'm recommitting. I'm committed. Day 1, did I do what I said I'm going to do? Day 2, did I do what I said I'm going to do? Day 3, did I do what I said I'm going to do? Day 4, day 5, day 6. You got to be committed longer than 21 days. To say you committed to you. You got to be committed to the best thing for you every day. When you get up, is the bagel and the juice healthier than the water and the egg? You determine, because everybody's body is different. But if you committed to that, I'm going to start eating healthier, and the first thing you do is pick up the bagel over the egg that you know is better for you. Not saying that either one are. I'm not here to say whichever is better for you. What I'm saying is that you have to be committed to what you say. If you say that today, I'm going to be focused, and the first thing you do is get up on social media and scroll, your focus just went out the window 5 seconds after you opened your eyes. That makes you a liar to you. I'm going to explain why I'm being so harsh in this instance, because I want you to be the best version of you. But if you can't be clear with you, which means you got to tell the truth, which means you got to hit the harsh reality that you've been slacking. And when you've been slacking, what are you going to do different so the slacking goes away? We're going to take a sip of tea to make sure I can still talk to y'all for a while. It's a decision, CEOs. We decide every moment of every day whether there's a war on terrorism, whether there is sensationalism in the news, whether our aldermen are cleaning our streets, whether our congressmen are voting for the right things. We make a decision every day that affects how we show up. Let me break it down. 2 months ago, I'm going to give you 8 weeks. 8 weeks ago, I had $107,000 in my bank account. Okay. I was busy doing things that were not related to my business growth. I want you to hear me. 4 weeks ago, my bank account was at 47 and some change. Because I was so busy that I forgot to drop off 5-day notices to people who had not paid rent. I want y'all to hear how distractions hurt your bottom line. 2 weeks ago, I was like, dang, who paid their rent this month? I have an automatic system. So I go into my system and notice that I've been getting notifications that I hadn't been looking at because I was busy, I was occupied. I want y'all to understand how a distraction that you allow. I made a choice every day. Every single day I made a choice. Now, Friday of last week, my bank account was at 44 and some change, 44 grand and some change. So I had to pay for the roof that I've had to pay for this roof for like 6 months. The insurance company finally came through and said that, okay, you pay for it, then we'll give you a reimbursement. So I paid for the roof is done, gonna be done, boom. 42 and some change. At the end of the week, I had 2 grand in that account. Now, I want y'all to understand how quickly your life changes on a decision that you make daily. The second on Friday, this is last Friday, not the Friday just passed, 2 Fridays ago. I started calling tenants. All right, guys, what's going on? What's happening at XYZ? Beeping them. Money started hitting the account. There was some outstanding invoices for some other things. Started making phone calls. Hey, I can appreciate that maybe you lost the invoice. The invoice may not have been found. But here, let me send you a new invoice, and I'll stay on hold and wait for you to go ahead and pay that invoice. Boom. Bank account goes back up. All of that was in 1 week. The 1 week difference in a reset was $27,439.21. That was a difference in a 1 week reset for me and my business. Now, the reason why I'm talking to you guys through, because remember I said 8 weeks ago it was $100 and something thousand. So did I make $27,000 or did I lose $80,000 with being distracted? I want y'all to hear. This is the same thing on a smaller scale. If you make decisions today, you're not going to feel them today. You're going to feel that decision a month from now, 2 months from now. That's when you'll feel the decision that you made 4 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. What happens today comes from everything you did before today. So how do you rebuild the trust? We already talked about being committed. That's step one. Recommitting to you. Hello, hello, hello there. Mrs. Gary has checked in. Hello, hello, CEOs. Hello there, beautiful. My lovely wife is checking in. If you guys, for people on Instagram, on TikTok. So at the end of the day, how do you commit? You just do what you say you're gonna do. That's it. That's to get the trust back. But how do you rebuild after you come at a loss? You commit and get to business. Are you trying to grow your brand? If you're trying to grow your brand and you haven't posted anything about your brand in 7 days, that's 7 days of money that never hit your account. If you are trying to ignite your business, but you haven't set up one account, you haven't done one outreach, you're leaving money on the table. Where do you want the money to be for your business? In your pocket or in the ether? I'll wait on it. We're going to sip some tea on that. Because I'm only talking to CEOs. If you're not a CEO, it's okay not to watch Wake Up CEO. Because everybody can be a CEO. Clearing your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction. That's how you're a CEO. So if you're watching me, I appreciate you. But I'm hoping you right now took a note on how not to lose money and how to start gaining it. How to grow your business or let your business deteriorate. How to get more money out your job or just go to work to get by. We make the choice every day on what happens in our life. What choices are you making? We're going to take us a moment and we're going to play Success is Inevitable for those who are listening on the radio. Everyone else, y'all stay locked in for all these nice commercials that are coming your way. And you know, this is My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio, where we already know it is more than radio.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
Assessment is an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. Assessment is an assessment.
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week right here on CEO State of Mind.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and we're like 4 days.
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on it. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Maybe I was listening on
Welcome.
there's a new TV network on the scene.
I'ma walk like a CEO, think like a boss. Every setback I had turned to gain, not lost. Mind on clarity, feet on grind. Built from the truth, that CEO state of mind. Power in my steps, vision in my lane. I don't follow waves, I create my name. This ain't hype, this purpose designed. I live loud in my CEO state of mind.
They want the crown, but not the pain. I made my peace inside the flame. Ownership, that's every choice. I don't fold, I find my voice. Every win, that's earned, not luck. Every no, just fuel I tuck. I'm not here to break or blend. I break the mold and set new trends. Mindset strong like steel and gold. My silence ball, what lasts won't hold.
Hey there, CEOs. I got a debut song that I'm going to play for you guys right here on my radio, Chicago. This is the #1 track from off of The Movement. That is the album that goes along with my new book, Freedom Has GPS. And the name of this song is Freedom Has GPS. Stay locked in right here on my radio, Chicago, for the debut of the title track, Freedom Has GPS.
We are all looking to get to the cash. So I have the perfect book series for you by award-winning author Rachel L. Gary. Volume 1, Forged in Fire. Reader.
Say impossible.
Freedom has GPS. Rachel L. Gary. Rachel L. Gary.
We've been riding in circles, same stress, same scene, trying to find peace while we're chasing a dream. Then Rachel L. Gary put the map in our hands. Now it's clarity on the dash. We got plans on plans. Batteries on lock, no detours with a doubt. If it don't match the mission, we routing it out. Purpose in the pedal, we don't wait on a sign. CEO of our life, watch the whole thing align. We set the destination. We move with intention. No more drifting. We chose the vision.
We chose the vision. Female rapper, ad-lib. Freedom has GPS, so we set it and we go. Get Rachel L. Gary in the map, yeah, she rocking a roll. Let's go. Love, time, peace, and family, yeah, that's the goal. CEO of our life, now we taking control. No more stuck, no more someday, we got something to prove. Freedom has GPS, now watch the whole movement move. We be out and moving, yes, but out and moving to the greatness that lies in.
All right, that was that debut track, Freedom Has GPS. Guys,
Say impossible.
y'all got to get locked in with that
Freedom
track.
has GPS.
Y'all got to get locked in with that track. You can currently download that at anywhere where you can stream your content. I will say go ahead and take an opportunity, listen to that whole album. There's 4 good tracks. We have a track featured and produced by E. Jilla Beats, guys, called Set the Destination. It is hot. All the songs on the track are hot. I have the privilege of I wrote all of 4 songs that are actually on that track. I want y'all to get locked in. I am not only a writer of books, I used to write poetry, and back in the day, I used to write songs a little bit. So, a person of many talents. I don't use many of them today, but at the end of the day, it's all about stepping into your greatness, getting locked in with Freedom Has GPS. This is not just a book, it is a movement. Get locked into the 3rd part of the collection, because Hashtag Poverty to 6 Figures is volume 2, and Freedom Has GPS is volume 3. If you want all 3 volumes, go to www.sayiampossible.com. That is one more time, www.sayiampossible.com. You guys can get locked in right there. It's now dropped in the chat for you guys. You can see it, believe it, achieve it. So now we're diving back into building up that self-trust. So after those times when we couldn't trust ourselves, we have learned how, in a slow, incremental way, to regain the trust And we're going to fall off. We're going to fall off again. But what we're going to do next time is we're going to be ready for a possibility. The more you do what you say you're going to do, the harder it becomes not to. It goes to like when people say, I'm dieting. Day 1 is hard. Day 10 is harder. Day 30 is hardest. Then by day 45 is a routine. Day 60, they like, I'm in the gym every day. I'm in here. It becomes second nature. But you got to get through the hard. But how much do you want to be trusted within you? How much do you want that 6 figures? How much do you want that 7 figures? It's possible for all of us. It's a habit, a routine, a consistency, an integrity, a moment away. A choice. Do you choose to be great? Or do you allow life to choose for you? Because either way, your time is going to get used. Either it's going to get used because you're using it, or time is going to or somebody's going to put something in that place. Either way, your time is going to get used. So we talked about how building trust. We got clear on what we need to do. Now let's get empowered so we can get to doing it. Let's build that eye muscle. Not this eye, the eye of integrity. So now that you told the truth, let's build it. So the eye muscle is built when your actions support your words, not occasionally, repeatedly. I will get up to I'm up. If you set your alarm for 7, you should be up at 7. If you're hitting the button of the alarm, that is you lying to you. Because when you said it, I'm getting up when that alarm go off. You hit the snooze button, it's nothing. But it is something when you're rebuilding the trust in you. There's a difference when you say, I will finish this, to it's finished. When I said it would be. That goes to what I was just speaking about, those things we're going to write down. Those things we're writing down is for you to build in you. So, if you're committed and your commitment matters to you, this is for those CEOs. Remember, I'm only talking to those CEOs out there who are looking to be clear in their actions, empowered by their choices, and own their direction. If you want to stop saying that the government, that your parents, that your kids, that your boss, if you want to stop saying that all of those people are controlling your life, this is how. You're going to start taking control. Because the only thing you can control is you and how you react or respond to a situation. But when you are committed to your growth, your quiet daily disciplines, those small things, will outwork a load of emotional promises every time. So if you say, well, I promise that today for the next, I'm not going to smoke no more. As opposed to you, instead of smoking a pack a day, you smoke half a pack. And instead of half a pack, you go to a quarter of a pack. So if you're chiefing, for the smokers out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't partake, but I do know the lingo. And you say, okay, I'm only going to chief twice a day. I'm only going to chief once. You're incrementally making a change. How good are you going to feel? Because those small changes are going to make those results that you're looking for. Amina dropped that in the chat. Come on now. There it is. Small changes to big results. Absolutely. Because I guarantee this week that I've been productive and I did what I said, She said chiefing is crazy. Hey, what they call it now? Did I misspeak the phrase? All right, what's the new phrase then? Break the new phrase down since I'm talking about something old. That tells you the last time I've been around somebody that smoked. My close circle, they don't smoke. I have friends that smoke, but they don't smoke around me, so I don't know those phrases anymore. Drop that phrase then down there for me. Help me out. I want to know what's going on in the world. Sorta. But the whole point is that those small incremental changes that you we're not saying change. You're only doing what you say you want to do. So if you say today that I don't want to smoke and blowing, and us ladies say having tea. What? No, I'm drinking my tea right now. We can't use that word. Find another word. Okay, so smoking and blowing, that's what she said. We're going to call it blowing because I don't want to be talking about smoking. So at the end of the day, the whole purpose is that let's say that you're smoking once a day, or you're smoking 5 times a day, and you start smoking 4 times a day. But this is if you're saying your goal is that you want to stop smoking as much. I know people who have goals that I don't want to smoke as much as I'm smoking right now. So you start smoking 4 times a day. Then a week from now, you start smoking 3 times a day. A month from now, you're smoking 2 times a day. You were true to you. You didn't say you were stopping smoking. You said you were going to stop smoking. You want to be honest with you as well. When you start the goal out, must be honest with what you're looking to achieve. Don't say I want to lose 200 pounds or I want to lose 100 pounds in 7 days. That's not even a crackhead move. You can't even make it happen in 7 days, even with that. But if you say, I'm committed to using 10 pounds in 30 days, that equals 0.3 pounds a day. That's a more realistic goal. Then once you research it, I'm giving you guys steps. This is how you get empowered to start telling the truth to you. You say, okay, I want to lose 10 pounds. This is the current things I eat. I'm going to stop eating this thing and this thing because it's got higher fat. Okay, I'm going to eat half of what I used to eat of it. Because someone asked me recently, do I diet? I do not. I've lost 15 pounds since the beginning of the year, and I do not diet. I'm going to tell you what I do. I pick up my activity, and I cut whatever I'm eating in half. Some people say that's a diet. I'm not going to remove any food from my diet. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. I like cake, cookies and cake. Y'all hear me talk about it often. So my wife makes me this brownie. I don't eat any other cake but the brownie she gives me. It's already portion size. I already know how much of it I can eat. But I don't eat anything else sweet. Because I'm disciplined to my goal. You're making incremental changes. First month, I was doing 7,000 steps every single day. I walked in the morning. Now I walk in the morning longer, and then I walk in the evening longer. My goal by the end of the year is to do a hot chocolate run of 5K. That's my goal for as far as my health journey. I want to get back to being able to run. I was a runner, guys, back in the day. So because I want to run again, I want to be able to run that race. So I'm doing small things at a time. Because I've proven to myself in the past that I can't be trusted with my own health. So when you can't be trusted, you got to build the trust back up. Right now, I'm trusted. I know that I'm not going to eat anything different than what I said. My wife made me some chicken salad. I had chicken salad. It's portion sized. I already know what's in it. I don't have to guess what the restaurant put in my food. So I clearly know what's in that food, and I know what the calorie intake is on it. Selah jumped in. He says, "You can do it, coach." Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. Currently, so I do planks every morning, guys. So I have a jacuzzi tub and my sink. So I do a plank across the jacuzzi tub and my sink. In the beginning, I was doing a 30-second plank. Then I went to 45 seconds. Now I do a minute plank. But now I put a twist with it, that I do a twist, 2 kicks, a twist, and a twist. And I do that for a minute. I'm going to explain why I'm talking about this. That was small incremental. First, I had to get used to doing a 30-second plank. Then when my body got used to doing a 30-second plank, I could do the 45-second plank. You have to build up to being and doing and having the life that you say. So how do we rebuild self-trust? Small, incremental steps towards trusting you. Repetition creates identity. Now when someone asks me, do I work out? I can say every day. And I believe it because I'm doing it every day. 7 days a week, I am working out. My eating habits, I have cut the food in half. 7 days a week, I do not have a cheat day. Because this is how I see a cheat day, guys. I'm cheating on the truth. I want you to hear me. When I take a cheat day, I'm cheating on the truth. I'm cheating on my trust in me to do what I say I'm going to do. How you build self-trust, you got to keep trusting you and keep doing the correct things. People, I know you're going to say, everybody needs a day where they can be free. You're free every day. You're free to make the choice that works in your favor or the choice that works against you. You're free every single day. What choices are you making today? Are you choosing to move forward, stay stagnant, or go backwards? We'll talk about that probably in the next couple of weeks when I do the 3-bucket theory at the end of the month with my co-host, D-Ron Smith, who will be joining me right here on Wake Up CEO. So we want to make sure that when we're doing repetition, you do not become trustworthy by saying it. You become trustworthy by practicing what you preach. How many times y'all heard that statement? I've heard the statement hundreds of times. Practice what you preach. I've heard people tell me something just like what I'm about to tell you guys. I can tell other people to do it, but I can't do it myself. I'm going to sip my tea on that note. If you can't do the things that you're telling other people to do, once again, that goes to you don't trust yourself enough to do the right things. That's why we're talking today about building that trust back up. So instead of saying, I'm about to change my whole life this week, say for the next 5 days, I will do the one thing before noon. And then on the 7th day, do the same thing. Because now your body, your mind, and your spirit have proof that you're showing up for you. Because big talk doesn't build trust. I want y'all to hear that. Small kept promises do. Talking trash ain't gonna make it happen. You don't need to impress yourself. You need to prove yourself to yourself. Every complete action is a vote for the person you say you want to become. Every time you do what you say you're going to do, every single time, you become a champion for the next time. Every time. I want y'all to get locked in with that. Every time you say you're going to do something and do it, you prove to you that you're trustworthy. And that means the next time you have a bigger goal, you are going to be a champion for yourself and say, I'm going to hit that goal. Like someone asked me about my 10,000 book goal. They said, do you feel you're going to hit that? 1,000%. Because I know one thing about Rachel L. Gary, I'm going to show up and show out every time. If there ain't nobody else showing up, believe me, I'm going to show up. So I want you guys, CEOs, to do me a favor. Everybody who's out there, I will keep, write this down, I will keep this promise to myself. Fill in the blank what that promise is you're going to do for 7 days. I will keep this promise to myself. Name that promise. You want to be locked in with you. I only want CEOs to be locked in with them. Because as you're locked in with you, you're able to grow you. As you grow you, you're able to see you. When you see you, you can then be who you really are. And when you be who you really are, that cash flow come with it. Because how you show up for you is how you show up for your money. In my book, I talk about duality. Because freedom, to have true freedom in your life, you have to be able to have the duality of a free mindset with a free money set. So in my book, I speak of it from duality. How to get the mind right to get the money right. Mind and money. That's the duality of how you become the millionaire, billionaire that you are intended to be. Let's get to it. So we're going to stay locked in. We got Self-Love by Chase Miracle. That's going to get locked in. I want y'all to stay locked in with My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio, where we already know it is more than radio.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and we're like $400.
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on it. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Welcome to the CEO Mastermind.
There's a new TV network on the scene.
I walk like a CEO, think like a boss. Every setback I had turned to gain, not lost. Mind on clarity, feet on grind. Built from the truth, that CEO state of mind. Power in my steps, vision in my lane. I don't follow waves, I create my name. This ain't hype, this purpose designed. I live loud in my CEO state of mind.
They want the crown, but not the pain. I made my peace inside the flame. Ownership, that's every choice. I don't fold, I find my voice. Every win, that's earned, not luck. Every no, just fuel I tuck. I'm not here to break or blend. I break the mold and set new trends. Mindset strong like steel and gold. My silence ball, what lies don't hold.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
Assessment is an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. Assessment is an assessment.
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on CEO State of Mind.
All right, and welcome back to Wake Up CEO. I'm your host, Rachel L. Gary, and we are now jumping into the Author's Corner that is brought to you by Distinguished Authors Guild, where literary excellence is celebrated. You guys can go to distinguishedauthors.guild.com to submit your literary excellence, your book, and get nominated for awards. Guys, at the end of the day, my book are two. My book is an award-winning book. I am also an ambassador for Distinguished Authors Guild, so please get locked in if you guys are looking for a group that not only does awards, they also promote your book on social media, podcasts, in libraries, as well as a book fair. There are so many activities that go along with being part of the Distinguished Authors Guild. Get locked in today at distinguishedauthors.guild.com. One more time, that's distinguishedauthors.guild.com. And today's book a book's connection is The Speed of Trust by Stephen M. R. Covey. Now, guys, I am a firm reader of the Covey legacy. Stephen R. Covey is the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen M. R. Covey is his son. So I've been reading the Covey legacy for probably upwards of like 25 to almost 30 years. They are very good books, and definitely books as I was growing in my leadership career. I needed to get more aligned with being a leader, not a manager. I didn't want to manage people. I wanted to lead, and the only way to do that was to get the understanding of what leadership truly is and what it truly meant to help other people find their success, which is what a leader truly does. So from The Speed of Trust, these are my key reminders that align with what we're talking about today, which is how to build self-trust after you've broken promises to yourself. One of the things was trust affects everything. When you don't trust yourself, you hesitate, you delay, and you second guess. When trust is strong, you move faster. So you're able to move quicker when you believe you, when you know that you're going to show up for you. When you're second guessing and you're thinking about, man, maybe I can and maybe I cannot, that delays what you're looking for. It delays your growth. 2, integrity is the root of trust. Self-trust grows when your words and your actions match. Integrity is what you're doing when no one is watching. When no one is watching you is when integrity shows up. So that means that you must be integritous with you first. 3, trust is built through consistency. Not one big moment. Repeated proof. You said it and you did it. That's how you build trust. And that's how you stay consistent with eye muscle. So those were 3 takeaways that I got from The Speed of Trust by Stephen M. R. Covey. If you want to go ahead and get locked in with them, go ahead and grab that book. It's on Amazon. I guarantee you, so you can find it somewhere. These are books that are part of my collection. I usually only speak about books that I've actually read that have good messages and good information that I know that will help another CEO just like you find your success and growth within your life. So now let's dive into my section. Y'all know ownership. I don't know. I always like the clarity part and I like the empower piece, but I like the ownership piece because I believe I'm one of these people who I'm about 100% ownership. I own every decision, whether I made it, I encouraged it, or I had little to do with it. If I was even in the space, I take ownership. So even if someone made a bad decision and I was included in that bad decision, I take ownership. Now, does that mean that I'm wearing all the burdens of everyone's choices on me? No. But I take ownership for things that I choose to be a part of, things that I partake in, places that I might go. Because sometimes you won't hear about certain things if you're not talking to those people. You won't know about certain things in an establishment if you weren't in that establishment. For somebody who doesn't smoke, like I'm a person who does not smoke. For someone who doesn't smoke, I don't go places that people be smoking. Now, have I been some place that someone started to smoke? Yes. And normally what happens next is I leave. Not because I'm mad at them or not because I want other people not to smoke. I want everyone to partake and enjoy the best version of their lives. I like to smell good, guys. I'm just one of these people. I don't want to smell like smoke. That's what stopped me from smoking in the first place. I have never smoked, so it's not like I smoked and it was like, man, it's not for me. I just like to smell good, and marijuana smells so bad to me. It's like, no, cigarettes smell they smelled even worse. I said I was going to smell stale, so I didn't want to smoke none of that stuff. So that's why I take 100% ownership, because I make the decision, I make the choice every day to move forward, stay stagnant, or go back. So let's jump into ownership. And this is where that consistency plus commitment equals confidence. So let's make it plain. Confidence is not magic. There's no magical pill. There's no magical solution. Confidence is not something a few people were born with. Confidence often is the result of seeing yourself show up enough times that you stop doubting your own capacity. I want y'all to hear that one more time for the people in the back. Confidence is the result of seeing yourself show up enough times that you stop doubting your own capacity. I want y'all to take that in, CEOs. How much or how many times, just once, how did I know I could do a plank across the sink in the tub? Because I know I can hold my balance. I weigh twice as much as I did the last time that I did a plank. Well, no, probably a little less, a lot less now. Probably, we'll say 1/3. So if I weigh 1/3 more, what made me think I could do the plank? Because I know I can hold my balance. How did I know I could do one arm side-to-side planks on the same incline? Because I know my balance and I know my strength. How do I know I could be on the sink and do a kick? I know my capacity and I know my strength. I don't have to guess if I could do the plank. In the beginning, I knew I could only hold myself up there for 30 seconds. I couldn't breathe. 45 seconds, then I was breathing better. At a minute right now, I can probably do a plank for 2 minutes and I will be fine. But it's all about building. I built the confidence in myself that now I know I can do it. I used to do flips down Western. For my old friends out there, they remember me flipping from 71st and Western to 70th and Western. So I used to do flips all up and down, all down the median. How do I know I could do the flips? Because I did them more than once. And I was confident in my ability to do it again. If I could do one flip, I could do multiple flips. So it goes to you build up your confidence. Just like you degraded your trust. When you stopped trusting you, it was because you had done some things to degrade the trust. As you build that trust up, you're going to trust you more. You're going to be more aligned and more in sync with you because you're showing up each time. That's what true CEOs do. You at times, you're not gonna you haven't done everything you're supposed to, but you realize that you haven't. You commit, not recommit. We commit to getting better. We commit to staying the course. We commit one day, one action at a time. And as we commit to that one day, that one action at a time, we build up the muscle of integrity. Because remember, guys, integrity is what you do when nobody's watching. It's what you do when your door's closed, when the shades are drawn, when your lights are out. That's integrity. Integrity is not what you do when your friends are around, when your kids are around. It's those small, quiet moments when you're writing in your journal. It's those small, quiet moments when you write down your goal. It's those small, quiet moments when you say, today I'm showing up for me. Because when you say I'm showing up for me, I want you to feel me. Thank you, Jackie. Jackie Tyler, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Jackie is I've known Jackie for, man. Jackie, how long have we known each other? Put that down in the chat for me. I think since my niece and nephew they weren't even born yet when we first met. And I think they got to be 1998, so that gives them 28, 29 years. I mean, that's for my younger niece and nephew. I can't say names. My younger nieces and nephew, they weren't even born yet when we met. Awesome lady. I say this at the end of the day, guys. You show up for you. I remember when I didn't show up for me. When I didn't show up for me, I was broke. Broke is a mindset, not an activity. Broke is when you're broken in your mind and you don't know how to get to a place of abundance. So when I was broken here, I didn't see hope. But how I built and how you build the same is that each day you learn something more. So I learned new things, went new places, started speaking to different people. My circle of people at the time didn't know how not to be broke. I want y'all to hear that. I had friends at the time that had dollars, had money, had cars, had homes. I had friends that had money, cars, homes, but were broke because they spent all they had. So I had to get away from those people because they showed me we could make it. We was making the money, but we wasn't keeping none of the money, which let me know that we're still broke. I want y'all to hear me, because money does not make you wealthy. Knowledge, how to make money, how for money to go out and make babies, that makes you wealthy. When you don't have to work for the dollar and the dollar is working and you ain't got to work for it, that's money. That's understanding how money grows. So I had to get out that circle. This is how you reset the trust. When I reset the trust of that I was broke, I had to get clear that I was broke. I had to get empowered to start doing something about it. Start reading books, start getting in circles, getting out my comfort zone, start wearing a t-shirt, get my button up on, wear my button up to these events. Go in these events and start asking questions. I love to ask questions, guys. Everybody knows that about me. I'm very inquisitive. So if I'm inquisitive and I'm asking questions, I'm going to learn more. I don't leave a question in my mind, ever. This is how you own your direction. I'm not afraid to ask a question. I don't care what you think about me or my question. I got friends who will give me the hardest time because I'm going to ask a question. I'm not a cursor, but I'm going to say, I don't give a beep, 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 and a beep. I'm going to ask a question. I'm never going to sit around and be ignorant. And to me, ignorant is when you don't ask a question that someone else has an answer to, but you need to know that you need to know to grow, to understand. So I'm not going to leave a question unturned. We got Amina checking in. She says, yes. But how do we move forward in that way? So we determine confidence is not magic. To be confident, you just have to see yourself showing up enough times, and you'll be confident that you're going to show up. Not fake confidence, guys. Okay, I'm going to show up at the end of the month because I know I got to pay all my bills. Why did you show up 20 days ago? Why did you wait till 10 days before your bills are due? Some people work good under pressure. They do. But then they're burned out because they're under pressure. Today is what? What's today? Today it's the 4th of the month. Rent, mortgage, car note, insurance, all those stuff are going to be due. How do we get the money for it? Today, we start the plan. We don't wait 10 days from now. Today, we start the plan. Okay, what's my circle of genius? How am I going to make money? My job is only going to pay me $20 an hour. I'm just using for instance, I'm saying that people make $20 an hour. We'll say 50. My job is going to pay me $50 an hour. I only can work 40 hours. That's $2,000 a week. After taxes, that puts me at like 16 and a half. If I'm putting away 401k, it puts me at 14 and a half. So 14 and a half, that's not going to pay all I got to pay. So what is it I do really well that I can monetize? See the train of thought? See, when I stopped being broke here, I started thinking differently. So this is how you show up for yourself. I know one thing for certain, that Rachel L. Gary is going to sit down and think about a plan and execute a plan. And if I'm going to execute a plan, why do I know I can execute a plan, CEOs? Because I've proven it over and over again. I've proven that I show up. I've proven that when I say I'm going to do something, I do. I prove that when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And if something did not go right, I learned along the way. This goes to how we get consistent, because consistency gives you evidence. Commitment gives you direction. Confidence becomes the outcome. One more time, guys. Consistency gives you the evidence. Commitment gives you the direction. And confidence becomes the outcome of that. So you build the confidence by being consistent and being committed to your success. Because confidence grows where betrayal stops. You cannot keep doubting yourself and expecting a bold move. You're not going to be bold because you don't trust you. So to be bold, you got to build the trust. You got to build that you... I tell my mentees every single time, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Same thing for you. You work for or build for the person within you that you know, you like, and you trust. If you know that you're going to show up, you like the fact that you show up, and you trust that you're going to show up, what happens, CEOs? You show up. That's when you own it. You own that. Integrity with self is leadership. When you have integrity with you, you are stepping into being a leader. You're not leading people outside of you first, CEOs. You are leading the person that's in you. All of my mentees, in every single one of my masterminds, and in any single program I had before a mastermind, the one thing each of them learn is how to be integritous with them. Through exercises, through conversations, through information, be who you say you are to you. Your business, your life, everything that happens through you. Through you. It happens in your mind, in your heart, in your actions to the world. In your mind, your heart, through you to the world. So that means that I want you to hear this. That means that the world is not where it starts. It starts with you. What are you internalizing on an everyday basis? What information are you intaking on an everyday basis? Who are you talking to on an everyday basis? What are you watching on an everyday basis? What are you writing on an everyday basis? What are you reading on an everyday basis? What workshops are you in? What mastermind do you attend? Who's your best friend? Who's your closest confidant? All of these things play into whom you are looking to be. It's how you know to believe you. And ownership means no more emotions. We are regulating our emotions. You said you would, now do it. How many times your kids come to you, Mommy, Daddy, you said you were going to do this. What are they doing? They holding you accountable to your word. CEOs, they just holding you accountable to your word. The first person you got to hold accountable to your word is you, CEOs. I want you guys not to try to feel confident before you put in the work. Put in the work. Show up for you. Stop being a liar. Let me go back. Stop being a liar. Show up for you. Put in the work. Build the confidence. And then showing that you showed up. That's how you rebuild your self-trust. After you've broken so many promises to yourself, you start getting more aligned with you CEOs. Confidence is earned through kept promises. Your future is listening to what you do, not what you say. Ownership sounds like this. I said it, I meant it, I did it, and what? I said it, I meant it, I did it, and what? That pause is to let that sink in for you CEOs. Because I don't want you to leave here today or get off of Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or TikTok and say I didn't tell you or did not remind you of who you are. You are the one who's looking to have the life that you dream. You have sat in your bed many of a night crying about the life that you have. You have wished many of a decade that life would change and it could be different for you. I'm just reminding you, CEO, today it can. Today it can start. Every movement starts with one moment. I want to say that again for you CEOs. Every movement starts with one moment. Make today the moment. Make now the time. At 4:46 p.m. Central Standard Time, Make the lessons and the message that you asked for when you were laying in the bed. The prayer that you made when you said, I just want to know, I just want this to be different. When you ask yourself, what can I do to make a change? Why does this keep happening? Today you make a change. Today you can make a difference. As I started off this by saying, are you ready to show up for you? Are you ready to step into the room of the greatness that's within you? Every week, CEOs, I have a message. Every week, I deliver the message. I don't deliver messages without tactics for execution. I deliver messages that have action plans that help you be who you know you are. So make today the day. I want you to step into your greatness today, CEOs. I want you to be okay with the challenges of yesterday, because that is yesterday's problems. And I want you to take today's lesson and make it tomorrow's blessings. Because all of those lessons and blessings led you to who you are now. So let's make the lessons today be a culmination of the blessings for tomorrow through the information that you heard and the steps that I provided that touched the person that was in you, that wants to get off of the couch, who wants to rise from the bed, and who wants the freedom of the life that they choose. We're going to jump into my favorite part of the show, the leadership 3-point play that's powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets GPS. Play 1. Make one promise. Choose one small promise you will keep today no matter what for the next 7 days. Play 2. Keep it. Complete it. No excuses. No negotiation. No moving the line. 7 days of your commitment to your success. Play 3. Repeat it until confidence grows. Consistency, commitment equal confidence. That is a leadership 3-point play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets what? GPS. CEOs, hear me clearly. You do not rebuild trust by wishing harder. You rebuild it by following through more often. You do not need to become perfect. You need to become dependable to yourself. One kept promise, then another, then another. That is how integrity returns. That's how confidence is rebuilt. That is how your inner CEO rises. Next week, I want you guys to stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago, right here on Wake Up CEO next Wednesday. And I want y'all to turn on your notifications, because next week we will be talking about how to stop negotiating with procrastination and start executing. So we're going to come with a plan so you're no longer negotiating with yourself. I'm going to do this high bidder type stuff. You do not want to miss this conversation. And stay locked in. And stay locked in to what's up next. We have Frequency with Lexi Couture right here on My Radio Chicago. And until next week, CEOs, I want y'all to stay focused on being the best version of you. Stay focused on the growth that's in you and be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You, CEO. See you next week right here on Wake Up CEO.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. Smith isn't
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week right here on CEO State of Mind.